Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. Wow, what a crazy couple of days, just heat wise. Today it hit 32 in the workshop. So I had to finish early. That was too much to cope with. Strange thing happened when I was picking out my tobacco to smoke for this video. I was literally reaching out for the Acadian Perique and my hand just plumped down on the 1820 flake. Apparently my body knew what I wanted better than I did. I've not been consciously reaching for the Latakia blends. I would say I've been going for the Virginia Extra, I'll call them. Virginia's with something. I don't really do straight Virginia. Apart from the old, what is that? Esoterica blend. Name slips my mind. But anyway, I'm going to show you some pipes before they fly out of the door. Two are commissions, one is not, but it's not available. It's got a special destiny ahead of it. But let me show you what I've been doing. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll have seen a strawberry before, but still, it's a lovely shape. And a kind of medium sandblast, I like to call that. This is my new bronze Cumberland. I get to contrast this with another one later on, because the heavy metal Cumberlands come in 6-inch rods, and so they kind of like neatly break into two stems, more or less. So you get the top half of the stem, and you get the top half of the rod, and the bottom half of the rod. And so you see the different effects. This stem is from the top half of the rod. So you can see it's like super vibrant. The thing that I love, apart from the bowl shape, which is just always pretty, I just love the kind of the S curve. It's just, I find that a really pleasing shape, kind of flow. And then I always do, for some reason in my mind, with these shapes, a half subtle stem is the way to go. I kind of think a taper stem would be too chunky. And a saddle stem, actually I have done them with a saddle stem. I mean, like, this is my work piece, my workhorse pipe, and that's got a saddle stem, but it's okay. But I think this kind of gives you the best of both worlds. You get that the flow underneath, but then you kind of like also get the kind of like the more delicate element and visual interest. Wasn't really any ring grain that I could get out of this piece, so it's mostly straight grain, you see, and then sort of like bird's eye on the rim, but not much ring grain to speak of. A little on this side. So that's pipe 1 of the commission piece. And this next one is quite interesting. This one has a small feature that is the first time I've ever done something like this. Let me just have a sip. It's a reading pipe. This is a bespoke resin that I've done. I will do them, bespoke resins, if they serve a meaning or a purpose, and this one does. This is the colours of the Seattle Kraken, the Seattle ice hockey team, and their main colours. Well, they've actually got, I suppose, 4 in total: a dark blue, a medium teal, and a light teal. 3 colour pours are very tricky. So I've just picked out the deep colour and the light colour. So we've got the midnight blue is the dark blue, and a light teal that I had to mix up. And if you know the Seattle Kraken logo, there's a little red eye in the S. So a little dot inlay of red to be the eye. These are kind of cool. The blast on this one was kind of nice. A light blast on this one. I didn't want to eat into the shape too much because I like the shape. But the ring grain really is kind of tight and flows up the whole bowl. In fact, there's quite a lot of detail on this one, straight grain and ring grain. Nice bit of... It's kind of like, it's always interesting trying to strike a balance between craggy enough but not too craggy plateau. It can go a bit crazy if you are unlucky, or if you're feeling like that's the way you want to go. I like to have a slope one way or the other. Sometimes they do something crazy, like sort of go over, up, over and down, or sometimes they scoop out. You can get all sorts. It's always interesting going for a unique look, but this is almost like a windbreak. But it's not a lunting pipe, it's a reading pipe. One moment. I'm still working on this flipping freehand doubling. It's been a real brain puzzler. I have just not been able to decide. I'm going to show you it again. You'll have seen it if, like, this is the guy. And he's just waiting for me to finish it. Aidan must be wondering what the hell I'm messing around at. But I had quite a few commissions to do this week, so this is to be finished next week. I promised myself and Aidan that I will finish this next week. So, I've said it now. I've said it to the world. I have to finish that one next week. All right, last pipe for today. Not a commission, but not available. It is an Acorn. So, I don't make too many of these. The strawberry is the more popular version. But this weighs 34 grams. That's what's really great about these shapes, is that they are clenching pipes that aren't full bent. Most clenching pipes are full bent, you know, they just dangle from the jaw. But I don't like that because it puts the bowl underneath your face, and I'm just not a fan of that. I prefer having a light pipe that you can just, this is like, weighs nothing, but it's away from you. You know, just not smoke constantly drifting up into your face. And so that's this guy. Now, he's got kind of a crazy blast on him. Touch a ring grain, touch a straight grain. the grain was a little wild on this guy. Got the S curve, and then here is the bronze Cumberland. So you can sort of compare that. So this is the bottom of the stem. So you're getting like much finer detail. And the sort of the ratio has come down, so it's more like a 50-50 blend. I suppose the top of the rod, it was like bronze heavy. There you go. Really cool little pipe. So this is going off into the world to someone. If you see it again, if you spot it, let me know. All right. When will I be back? I think it's going to be probably, unless I can think of something else to do in between, and you never know, it'll be the next episode 15 of the Magnus Archives. So if you'll join me along that ride, I'll see you then. If not, it'll be the next This Week's Pipes. All right, till next time, take it very easy, your loyal pipe maker.